Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Merricks Garage. If this is your first time here, what's up? Thank you for checking out my channel. If you are a fan of trucks, if you're a fan of four-wheeling, if you're a fan of adventures and time with family, and if you're a fan of breaking these things and building them, then you are in the right place. I've been documenting the destruction and the rebirth of my K5 Blazer, which I call the K30 Blazer, for about 4 years here on YouTube. I've got about 150 plus videos. There's tons for you to check out. But today, we're catching up with a buddy of mine. You guys have seen Duke's truck before. It's a Silverado, I think it's 2005 or 6. Solid axle swap on the front. We plated the frame, just put shock hoops in. It's painted, it's back on the road. We're gonna give you guys a walk around today. It's gonna be cool. Duke's a good guy. This is a fun build. And the truck looks really good. I can't wait to take this on a trip with him. It's gonna be a good time. Let's go check it out. Merricks Garage. Yeah, buddy. So, in classic Duke fashion, he destroyed his transmission yesterday because he was so excited that his truck was back on the road that he decided to do some bang shifting. So, what's going on with it?
Smoked it.
Oh no, that looks like metal.
You should smell it.
Smell-o-vision. Okay, that transmission fluid is not supposed to be black and gritty. That sucks.
Yeah.
Like that. Oh, dude.
Just my luck, dude. I always have worse luck.
That's not luck. You are romping on it. Bad luck would be you come out and it's killed itself. You just pulled a Duke on it. So what gear? So you just have first and second?
Just first and second.
Okay, hold on. This is the finished product that you're seeing right here. A few weeks earlier, Duke had come over and we had finished it up by getting the shock hoops burned in and getting these burly frame plates that I'll show you coming up here right now, welded in up over the frame where all the subassembly and IFS system came off of. So that adds to a super clean look. The frame rails where everything came off of. So it's a really clean look. And honestly, Duke did a fantastic job in prepping it for me before I burned it in, so it was pretty easy to do. But anyway, enough about that. Let's go watch the video. You'll see the frame plates I'm talking about, and you're gonna dig it. Let's go. You guys remember this, right? Well, it's time. It's almost finished. Today, we're gonna burn in some frame plates and add some shocks to it, and then it's done. I mean, it'll need a little bit of tweaking, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. My buddy Duke's gonna be here in a second to help me out, and we'll show you guys the frame plates, where they're going, and we'll get a little bit more detail on this thing. It's gonna be a good day. Okay, so let me show you guys the frame plates that we're putting on today. This is going to plate the frame rail. Oh, this is gonna be burly. Right here, right here, and he's done all the hard work for me. Beautiful. Okay, let's throw that piece up. We got the first frame plate in. I'm stoked, this came out good. That thing's burly, dude. A little bit of fill there, but it actually snuck down to the frame really well. Came out good. Stoked. Let's spray it. Successful day, brother.
Hell yes! Thanks to Merricks Garage.
Yeah, so we got these banged in. Hit it with some Steel-It. And Duke already scratched that up pretty good. Shocker. Ah. He also made sure that his steering arm doesn't come off. So, yeah, that's how you do a solid axle swap right there. Oh, man. One of my favorite parts about working on my truck or working on trucks with my buddies is they get to do all the non-fun stuff when it's their truck. I just basically stand here and point out what they're doing wrong, which in Duke's case isn't much. So I don't really have much to do. Okay, there's going to be a lot of guys saying, why didn't you do a Dana 60?
Money!
A frequent question that I receive is, what specific kit did Duke use to do the solid axle swap on his Silverado? And that's kind of a tough question because there isn't a kit, so to speak of, not like there's a kit for doing a front link conversion. A kit for the IFS conversion to a solid axle is basically just going to involve some shackle hangers. There's an I-beam up front that connects the frame rails with shackle hangers for the leaf springs, and that's pretty much it. The rest of the challenge is converting the steering system over from what you had with IFS to the drag link and tie rod and steering box and steering arm and all of that. Same goes for the drive lines and various other things that you have to think through. So to catch you guys back up, I've known this guy for years. He is a square body, well actually he's a Chevy guy. But he was a square body guy forever. About 15 years ago when my truck needed some work, we put Vortec heads on it, we did a bunch of work. This was the guy I took it to when he was still wrenching. He's now like a sheriff or a ranger or something responsible. But he's had this truck for about 10 years. It's a great truck.
160 on it.
160,000 miles, but let's just be honest. The IFS in this generation of trucks was great if you were using them on the road, towing stuff, you're doing light trails. Once you start doing anything a little bit more serious, the IFS just doesn't work that well. It breaks a lot of parts. It doesn't give you good articulation or traction. So
That's James.
He put a IFS delete kit on this. This truck was screaming out for a solid axle, and it's a trip to drive in it because I'm so used to driving in these vehicles with IFS that when you get in it and it's a leaf sprung vehicle again, it obviously has the ride characteristics, the handling, the suspension of a leaf sprung vehicle with all of the IFS interior that you're so used to. So it's kind of like a mind twist for you. Dana 44 up front. What did you do to the Dana 44?
So the Dana 44 came from Pennsylvania. It's out of a 79 Ford F-250.
Okay.
So it was complete hub to hub when I got it.
And it was beat.
Yeah, it was lying in probably the snow and the mud for a good 20 years. So I took it, I stripped it, stripped all the gears, stripped the hubs. Oh, do you see bees? Good job. Stripped it all from hub to hub and just dumped all the Ford outer knuckles. And then I used Chevy outers, Ford inners, put 456 gears, and a used like Spartan locker out of a 72 Blazer.
Chromos or just?
Chromos, inner and outer, and then locking hubs.
So this is built. The front springs?
They're 52 inches.
52 inch?
They have...
How much lift do you think? I mean, they're flat, but how many leafs in there? 10?
I think there's 10.
10 pack.
They're very thin. So when I first put these on, I was like, man, they're almost inverted. So I called ORD up and talked to Steven, and he was like, no, that's what they're supposed to be. And
Hey,
he's right.
he was right. Because I remember seeing them the first time too, and I remember looking at it thinking, you can even see it a little bit here. There's almost a negative arch. There's almost a negative arch to these guys here. But they know what they're doing, and that worked. Okay, so before I get yelled at on the internet again, where did you get the kit?
The kit came from Sky Manufacturing.
Okay.
So
SKY.
SKY.
Sky Manufacturing.
So
I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed putting it together and working with Duke on this awesome swap. The Silverado is such a great platform. It really, really, really comes alive with this solid axle swap. I cannot wait to get this thing out on the trail and get some wheeling trips under its belt. Sorry we did not get more road and driving impressions for you. Duke smoking his transmission did kind of put a damper on that, but that just means there'll be more content for you guys coming up. Speaking of content, if you haven't checked out the first couple of videos I did on the Silverado, take a look at this video right here. This is the first video in the build series when Duke was getting everything together. I got a couple videos on it, and there'll be a lot more to come. In the meanwhile, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Seriously, stop what you're doing, hit that button, and we'll see you next week. Merricks Garage.